That mm-mm. Guys, that episode was crazy. Do you want this? Do you not want it? You want the money? You want the you want the cards? Huh? You want my soul? What do you want? I don't get it. How can you just do this? You, wait, how can you do this? Freaking amazing. Just when I thought that, oh, okay, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like how do you even come up with this stuff? Okay, spoilers, right? She opened the door. I see hair, right? The gray hair. I'm like, okay. In that split second, I'm like, who can it be? And obviously, I'm like this. I'm like, who is it? Who is it? Show me, show me. But obviously, they won't show you. They show her expression, right? And then they show the Darcy's expression. I don't care about expression. I want to see who that person is. And I'm like, who is it? Who is it? Is that? I don't know, I see gray hair, so I'm like, maybe it's Iron Man. But Iron Man was never like really close to Wanda. So I'm like, who is close to Wanda? The Arrow guy, but he doesn't have gray hair. So I'm like, who has gray hair? Captain America. Well, not really Captain America, but the in Endgame when he was old, the old Captain America. I'm like, he has gray hair, maybe it's him. But then head shape it looks kind of weird, and all of a sudden, by the way, this is all going on in my head like with less than a second. Like in that 0 to 1 second bit, all of this is happening. All the thoughts of like it's like I think that episode broke something in me because Quicksilver, guys. Okay,
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody calm down.
guys, let's get serious. If you don't know the significance of this moment, in the doorway, it was Quicksilver, the guy who we saw in X-Men, Days of Future Past. That's nothing to do with what's been happening in Marvel, in Disney Marvel. That's on this side, 20th Century Fox. Guys, it's happening. It's freaking happening. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of the multiverse.
Dear God in heaven, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
No words. No words. They should have sent a poet.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. They brought Quicksilver from a different verse to this one. Like, my brain is broken because I'm shaking. I'm gonna go right from the beginning. This was just like something I'm like, I gotta get this off my chest. I'm gonna go right from the beginning, and we're gonna go through don't worry. I'm gonna be reviewing this episode from the beginning to the end. So let's go, man.
Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ground Zero here. I'm Dev, and I'm gonna be talking about Wandavision, episode 5. So let's get straight into it. I tuned into the episode, and I was like, okay, we're guess where we are? We're back in Wandavision. Like Wandavision, you know, like where the Westview inside, okay? So they started off with, well, continuing on from the twins. They're giving birth to twins, and now you see the twins, and we find out their names. Billy and Tommy. You know what I'm thinking? Doesn't make sense. They have no significance to any of this. What I think they don't have any significance. Billy and Tommy. All I can think of is just like, those are some basic names, though.
Damn!
No offense to anyone out there. I mean, they're good names, right? But I'm saying that they're like standard names. I'm like, I thought they're gonna be some names that kind of like teases something, you know, but it didn't. I'm like, okay, cool. So then, Jazz decides. You know they have to put it in there. You know that this is set in the 80s, so they had to put Jazzercise in there. Like, I was like, when Agnes walked in, I was just, what is she wearing? Like, okay, that's like super 80s, you know. And I'm like, oh my god. So that's where it gets so creepy. And she's like, should I do this again? Should I repeat that? I'm like, the way she's asking, yo, like, she looks, she looks like she was doing something like shady, and her mom just walked in. Her mom just walked in on her, and she got caught or something. She looked scared as hell, and she didn't even see Vision there. Vision's like, what's going on? Something's off, you know. But she's looking at Wanda. Then you start to see this. This is a twist, right? This is a twist, and Vision starts to like confront Wanda. Like, he's almost like, you can see that like something's happening. Like the cloud is sort of like is clearing on him, and he's like, wait, that is weird. So now he's like speaking out a bit more, and addressing this to Wanda, and he's like, "Do you see that?" And then she's kind of just playing it off, you know, and which you can see later on as well in the episode. But you gotta wait for that one. I still got one more thing I can say, like the twins, like from the babies to how they just grow up. Like one thing I noticed about this is this whole thing, this Wandavision. I feel like I said in the previous episode that it's something. It's maybe it's like Wanda's sort of like subconscious, and I feel like again you can see that she's struggling, right? She's struggling to, you know, just make them sleep. She's trying to use her powers and stuff. It's not working. So I feel like this subconscious, this thing that's controlling it, helped her by aging the kids. And now I think they're like 5 years old or something. So they don't cry, but they're not old, but they're not like young that they cry. So I was like, oh, because that was really random, like how they just aged, you know, almost as if to make her life kind of easy. I mean, wouldn't that be kind of cool though? I'm pretty sure every parent wish that could happen. Whoa. And guys, can we address this thing? What's with Disney and like, it's like they have a script like, okay, to make the show popular, Baby Yoda, and now we have Baby Vision. Oh my god, dude! All he was missing was that like little tiny mustache or something. That was like kind of cute, but it's so funny, you know, the baby Vision. Just wait, like in a couple of weeks, we're gonna get those Baby Vision dolls, which I need to get.
I don't need it.
But then like all of a sudden, boom, back to reality, straight to Monica. Like, and where did we last see Monica? It's like when she got kicked out, right, from Westview. So now she's there and she's getting tests done and all that. And here's the thing, that she actually describes it in the previous episode when I said like it's almost, maybe it's like Wanda is creating this world because she was in pain before, in grief. And this is exactly sort of, it's mentioned in this episode when Monica goes like, oh, I just felt like pain, like Wanda's pain and grief, and she was under her mind control. So I was like, oh, you know, like that makes sense, because this is the atmosphere in the dome I guess dome, whatever.
We're being sealed in a dome!
What do I do? I don't know what to do. Because if I stay, I'm trapped. If I leave, I'm alone. Oh God! In, out! I never saw Venice.
When they go in there, and another cool thing that they revealed was that, you know, in the previous episode where anything that sort of goes into the dome, sort of like the drone, it changes like to that era, the technology. Dude, it's the same thing. Like the Monica lady, right? She went in wearing like Kevlar, Kevlar clothing, and when she came back, she had different clothes on, right? But then this is the crazy thing, right? The clothing that she had, that was bulletproof. So it's like, that's what they said, that Wanda changed it's not an illusion. You know, they confirmed that this is not an illusion. This is Wanda changing reality. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And she mentions that Wanda is like stronger. Like she never did anything like this before, but now like she can alter stuff. Like, and I'm like, yo, is this like serious? Is this really Wanda doing it, or something else is going? I feel like something else is going on here. So then, anyways, they have this briefing, and I'm like, yo, why is every single organization like messed up? I don't get it. Like the government organization, why are they all messed up? You know, like Shield now Sword, and like why do they always see like, oh, she has powers, she did this, she's bad, let's shoot her. You know, I'm like, seriously, is that your first response? This whole situation is happening in Westfield, and you're like first like, yep, she's a terrorist. Boom, we shoot her. Like what? Wait, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Like, so, and you call out Lagos. What happened in Lagos? Okay, so it's like you haven't done anything that's wrong in this world. I mean, they're calling her Lagos, but you don't see that she literally helped save everyone from like Thanos later on. Well, she died. She tried saving him, but later on she did like almost beat him. She helped, right? There's actually one thing in Civil War when the general is complaining like, oh, look at New York, like look at all this debris falling, you destroyed everything, bunch of, yo, you were about to nuke the city. You were about to nuke the city. So I don't know what you're on about. So it's cool when you guys do it, like Shield and Sword and all these people. It's cool when you guys do it, but when she does it, it's like, no, now it's not an accident. No, now she's a wrong, she's a bad guy. Anyways, I kind of ran there, but what I wanted to say was, we finally get revealed, guys. We get revealed. The biggest question was, how is Vision alive? How is he alive? Like, where did he come from? They finally revealed the video. So you're telling me the Sword they knew that this thing is why it happened with Wanda and everything. They kind of knew it because she stole the body of Vision from their headquarters, and they didn't think to tell their agent. Like, wait, what? What? It's like you didn't even know what's going on, and then all of a sudden now you know everything. But anyways, we get that it's been 9 days. So this has only been going on for 9 days, and it's kind of like you can see like the pace of it. It's like bumping up like fast. Let's talk about Vision now. You know, let's talk about this point where I think like before we can see the Vision started to see clearly.
That's a fake laugh.
It's real!
Totally fake.
That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life!
At this point where he's at working at this computer job and stuff, which again we don't know what he does. But anyways, now they have computers with electronic manuals and stuff. So we see this weird thing. He manages to, I don't know, by accident, to basically like hack or maybe like or get the secret communication where they mentioned the Maximoff anomaly, and it's like, and then this weird stuff, and then this guy starts like blurting out stuff like, oh my god, like what's happening, it's Wanda, and I'm like, and then he can start fixing it and kind of like, okay, bye bye. Like he puts him back into the zone and stuff. Yo, this guy is kind of in pain. Can you like help him out? No, I'm gonna put you back in there. Oh man, they kind of feel like savage there. So another thing I've noticed that in a couple of episodes, like her brother is being mentioned a lot. Like even this one, she mentions her brother to her kids, and then this whole drone situation happens, and I'm like, okay, it's a drone. She'll blast it. Nuh-uh. She blasts it and she drags it. Yo, I was like, she dragged it out. I'm like, oh. She's about to get real. And she comes out, she's like, boom, there's your shit.
Drop it at his feet. I'm like, boom, you looking for this?
She came out like full blown, like in her suit and stuff. You can see that like her intention is like she just wants to be left alone. And I think this again, it shows that it's something to do with like, I think she just had enough, you know. She's lost so much and she just wants to be left alone. That's why she's doing this, and that's what we can see. She does nothing to do with the outside world, you know. Let's talk about the ad. I was wondering where's the ad, because it's a weird that I kind of missed the ad, because I'm like, I like the kind of cheesy little ads. So ad comes on and it's a spill and it's Lagos. because when the ad came out, I'm like, okay, in the previous we had like sort of structure thing, so when they got the powers and the Ultron and stuff, and I'm like, what's next? Lagos, because remember earlier Hayward, the big guy, he mentioned the whole Lagos situation, and now we see Lagos again. I'm like, that makes sense, okay, because so the story in the bubble is sort of at that point where she's in Lagos, where she makes a mistake with the crossbones. She did the whole thing, and then she did the thing, and then that was her mistake, right? And then in this ad, you see like the red spill, right? As in like the blood, and then she's like wiping it, you know, that she's wiping, and then the ad finishes off with, I think it says something like, if you make mistakes, they're not on purpose, something like that. She's almost like sort of apologizing that she didn't mean to do it on purpose, you know? She didn't mean to do it. And so I thought, okay, so now we kind of see where that story is at that point, and which is like sort of Captain America Civil War point, right? And then we know what's gonna happen next is gonna be the Infinity War stuff, you know, where Vision actually dies. So I wonder how they're gonna do that, because because they later on the death aspect is actually being explored again with the kids when the dog dies, right? And the kids are like, yo, you gotta bring the dog alive, right? Because I feel like the kids are so pure, they can see her, like they can see what she's doing, but the atmosphere is like, what girl, you can? And then she's like, what? No, I can't bring. And then she sort of, the way she explains it, I feel like she can only bring back alive Vision because Vision is like sort of synthoid, like not a human, and the Vision was brought alive by the Mind Stone, and she got her powers from the Mind Stone. So I feel like that's why that's how she got Vision back alive. That's how she could do it. Guys, this answers it. This is how she can do it, right? But she can't bring Dog back alive, just like she can't. Earlier she was talking like about her brother, like Pedro, like how she was sad because he's human. That's why she hasn't brought him back alive. Because I've been wondering, like, if you can bring Vision alive, why not Pedro, your brother, right? So that's the answer.
Boy.
And I was like, that makes totally sense. I was like, boom. I was like, hey guys, before we move on, the whole drone thing. Who's that aerospace dude? I was like, who's this aerospace dude that Monica knows? I don't know if this is like a sort of a Easter egg type of thing. So I mean, maybe leave a comment like in the comment box below if you know who that is, because I was thinking like, what the hell? Who's this aerospace dude? You know, that they completely brushed over. Let's talk about that big argument. Finally, we got there. We got to the big argument when shit gets real. And Vision's like, nah, girl. This is it. I see you.
I see dead people.
I think your Vision realized as well, like we felt that this was all driven by her subconscious, but then slowly she sort of started to realize by episode like 2 or 3 that she is controlling it. And I feel like when she realized, she started making changes into this world, you know, to keep it happy, to keep her happy, just happy stuff, no more sad stuff. So this bit where Vision's like, Vision one like going at it, you just see these credits start to flow up, and it's like, okay, that's it. I guess that's it. But then, and you kind of expect the glitch to happen, but then the Vision's like, nah, bitch, it ain't happening again, right? And he's like, no, because he knows what's going on now. So now Vision's like, nah, girl, nah, we gotta talk.
Guys, stop. We gotta talk this through. It's good talk.
No, it wasn't.
I see you. And he's like, I don't know how I did it. So he floats up, and then she floats up, and I'm like, nah. It's like, boom, they go full on fight mode, and I'm like, I mean, I've seen couples fight, but this is like superhero couples fight. And I'm like, but then it's like, it kind of calms down and stuff. Vision mentions the maximum anomaly, and sort of he wants to know that what's going on, and she says, no, trust me, like this is this bubble is like so safe. You don't know what's going on there. Like, trust me, right? And we all know why, right? We all know because of he dead, right? So Jesus says, trust me, and then he says he can't remember. So we clearly know that she did revive him because and I guess when she did that, she sort of maybe wiped his memory because now he has no memory of anything that happened before. But you can see that she still has it. She still knows what's going on. But then all of a sudden, the doorbell. And then she's like, she didn't do that, right? But I'm like, this is the part where earlier I mentioned that something started this, something's driving this whole, hex thing. I feel like this is that moment. This is that moment because things getting heated, right? So to distract them, something else happens, right? And which I feel like whatever's controlling it, maybe I'm wrong, but whatever's controlling it, send that in there to distract them. And if there was an Oscar for the biggest distraction or the biggest twist ever, I mean, like I said in the beginning of the video, like, you open the door and my mind is going like a billion miles an hour and I'm like, who's that? This guy, no. Captain America, Iron Man, this guy, General, who the hell is this guy? And it's Quicksilver, right? And then you're like, and before I could even say anything, I was like, holy, no. I was like, what the hell? And that's when Darcy's like, they recasted Pietro? And I'm like, dude, that makes total sense. Like, in this entire series, like, you see the mention of her brother. Even in this episode, she mentions it, right? And now, I feel like whatever sort of controlling this whole bubble thing, right? It knows what she wants, and now to make her feel complete, she got Vision, she got home, she got them babies, and now only thing's missing in her life is her brother, right? And and obviously she can't revive Pietro from this timeline, so from this verse. So what ends up happening is, alright, we can't do it we'll bring it from the next one. This is like, here's a check. Quicksilver, come on here. Anything is possible, Disney. So, and that's the point. Remember earlier when I said this, my mind is, who is this aerospace guy? Who is this? Now I can maybe, guys, this might be like far-fetched, but maybe like me reaching, but bear with me, right? Quicksilver from the X-Men people, right, is here now in this verse, and we know there's gonna be Doctor Strange 2, and we've heard rumors that Wanda is gonna be sort of in that movie. This is the perfect way to start it off. This is the perfect way to start a new era, and that makes me think. We've heard rumors, right? We've heard rumors. Wait for it. Aerospace guy. Let's think of modern multiverses. Who might there be? It can be Mr. Fantastic, like aerospace. He's a super thorough guy, and it's to do with aerospace and stuff. So I'm just guessing. It might be Mr. Fantastic, and we might get an introduction to Fantastic Four, because we know that there's gonna be a Fantastic Four, like I think a series or movie later down the line. So why not? Why not, guys? We just saw that anything is possible with Disney, and this is the way they do it. Anyway, guys, do what you do. Like the video, comment below, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have the same reaction, I feel like am I the only one who's freaking out here? Because this is some insane series, and is this the beginning of the multiverse? I'm grateful that we have shows like this. I'm grateful for you guys. Take a breather, and guys, let's remember to always stay grounded.